Nicholas Flamel was born in 1330, and he spent many years of his young adult life working as a copyist, copying books and writing books for illiterate people. And then one night he dreamed that an angel came down and gave him this book with a very recognizable cover. And the angel said that only he would be able to decipher the code that was written within the book. He never forgot this dream, and many years later, he came across a traveler who sold him the exact book that he had seen in his dream. He recognized it by the cover. Nicholas Flamel knew that this book contained the recipe for the Philosopher's Stone, which could turn any lead into gold and help create the elixir of life. But the book was written in a language that he just couldn't understand, and so he spent years with his wife traveling, trying to learn the language so he could understand the code written in this book. And once he was able to crack the code, he spent his life as probably the most famous alchemist in the world. And supposedly, he succeeded in creating the Philosopher's Stone. He became rich beyond his wildest dreams. He donated many of his riches to the poor, and he helped patronize hospitals and churches all over the city. But when he knew the end of his life was coming, he created his own tombstone. The tombstone held mysterious alchemical symbols all over it. Nicholas Flamel died in 1418. But some years after his death, grave robbers robbed his grave in the hopes of finding riches. But when they opened his tomb, they didn't find anything, not even his remains. The tomb was empty, and it remains empty today. Many believe that Nicholas Flamel never died and that he's still alive today. There have been many sightings of him in the 600 years since his alleged death, and the latest sighting was actually in the 1980s. Most people know Nicholas Flamel from the famous Harry Potter series, but not very many people know that the real Nicholas Flamel was even more interesting and more mysterious. What do you think? Is Nicholas Flamel still alive?